What's up, YouTube? Um, Today we got a bit of a more serious video. Um, this is this is definitely gonna be a real. This is a really hard video for me to make because it's really emotional, and I don't really. Uh, I can't see nothing. I don't really talk to people about my problems or whatnot, or like I'm real quiet, real nonchalant, so I don't like let people into my life. Um, you know. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna keep y'all waiting, man. I'm gonna jump straight into the video, and hopefully this don't come out to be like an hour or nothing. And I'm not. Besides, like up until like right now, and like jumping into the video, I'm not gonna edit this video. Really straightforward. I'm not gonna have like no pop up pictures or nothing like that. If you're new, subscribe, comment if you're new, like the video, make sure y'all share the video with y'all friends and whatnot and on your social media platforms. But my name is Brian. I don't know why I'm so nervous, man. This is, I'm sorry, this is so new for me. But my name is Brian. Um, I'm 16. I was born in Flint, Michigan, and I currently stay in Saginaw, Michigan. Um, I've been living in Saginaw for about, I think like 5 years since I was in the 7th grade, and I'm an upcoming senior, class of 24. Um, Early on life it hit me like a thunderstorm, freight train, whatnot. Um, my childhood was really, at first it was like really okay, and then it got like really rough and really serious really quick. Um, Not gonna get into too much detail, but I I spent like the first 4 years of my life in Wisconsin or something like that. But I was bouncing in between Wisconsin and Flint, and with my mom and whatnot. And my dad was in my life till I was 6 when I moved away to Texas. Um, After that, I didn't hear from my dad for some years. It was some years. One day in Texas, I just remember talking to him, um, and like me and my dad talk regularly now. Um, yeah, but my childhood was like really rough. I didn't, and then one of the things that made it so rough was I didn't have my dad in my life. I grew up I played a little bit of soccer in Texas. I only played for about a year, and I had the opportunity, or so I was told. I was so good that if I would have stayed playing soccer in Texas, by the time I got to high school, that I would be able to. They told me that if I kept it up at the rate that I was at, that I would be able to have the opportunity to play scholarship at a private school, a really good school down in Texas. Um, and I was really encouraging, and that kept me going. So I was really looking forward to that. And then unfortunately, we end up moving away to the. I'm trying to fix this so that it's straight. I think that's good. We end up moving away to it was the ghetto. We ended up moving away to the ghetto, and where I moved, they didn't have soccer or anything like that. So I didn't end up playing no sports for 2 years, sixth grade, 5th grade, and because I transferred in the middle of 5th grade year. So 5th grade, 6th grade, down in Texas, I didn't play no sports. Um, you know, and Oh, I didn't even tell y'all. I got three sisters, and I had an older brother. I only had one older brother. He ended up passing away, but um, I'm sorry. You know, during that time when we moved, he ended up getting locked up, and life for the longest it just seemed like like wasn't nothing really going on in my life. It was just regular everyday struggle, school, whatnot, but nothing, nothing exciting happened. So fast forward to my seventh grade year, or going into my seventh grade year of middle school, we moved back to Saginaw, Michigan, and I've been here ever since. When I got here, life wasn't really too much different. Only thing was it was a smaller town, so like not much to do in terms of like sports and opportunities. It was less. Um, always, I don't know if the word is poor or poverty, one of them, but that's how we grew up, like most single mother black households. Um, uh, my older brother ended up moving out. Well, he got kicked out, but and then my sister ended up going to college. Um, Later that year of my sister going to college, uh, I got into an altercation with my mom, and I ended up going into foster care and whatnot, and it was just a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And she said I attacked her and whatnot, and that night in itself was crazy. Um, and so like when police got there, they put handcuffs on me, even though I was the one who was messed up, and she ain't have like literally a scratch on her. Like she didn't have a scratch. I didn't touch her. I um I restrained her from me. Like I held her away from me and off of me, but I never physically harmed my mom. Um, I haven't I haven't lived with my mom since that happened, and that happened. I'm 16 now, and that happened like a week after my 15th birthday. It felt like 3 years, like 2, 3 years though. It really do. But um, this stuff is really hard to talk about. Uh, and then when I was staying with my mom during that time, like after my sister moved off, like from the time that I left my mom, well, from the time I was moved till about, and this is going like back in time, till about pandemic days, um, life was, it was really rough, man. I was constantly looking for some sort of way to make some type of money, some type of job, pick up some type of skill, you know. And then when I had all that time in the pandemic, so I really was trying to capitalize on my gains and come up, you know. But we didn't, it was like one day we would have food, and then like the next day it'd be like, or not the next day, it'd feel like forever, like about a month. But it'd seem like we wouldn't have nothing, and then like we would just have food just barely to make it by. Like, and when I mean make it by, I mean barely even that. Like probably like a meal a day, maybe two, maybe. Eating a whole bunch of rice, uh, stuff like that, pasta, whatnot. Whenever we had it. Um, and shout out to my sister. She she was really like my mom, for real, and still is. Um, but yeah, so after I got moved from my mom, I went to stay with my auntie, her sister, where I'm currently at. Um, I don't even want to get into that. First time around, it was really rough, and then like I hated it. I felt real mistreated and mis like I felt like lied to. Um, and like it was like I wanted to give up. Like, it was really hard for me. Like I was dating this girl at the time, and like that didn't really mean nothing. Like it was still hard. I didn't get the, besides school, I didn't see her, nothing like that. Yeah, we would like video chat, whatnot. But like, man, like my home life was hard and I wanted to give up. I constantly wanted to give up. And I just like, I didn't go as far as like self-harming myself or anything like that, but like I wanted it to end. I did. And like, I felt like it didn't really matter whether I was here or not, or, because wasn't nobody really taking care of me, looking out for me, caring about me, nothing like that. And, I was, even to this day, I'm a really condensed person when it comes to my emotions. Like I don't really express my emotions, and when I do, they never go answered. If I'm saying that right, if that makes sense. Like there's never like any help. Like I've through multiple different ways asked for help multiple times, and I've never got it, man. And it's really messed up and it's really sad, but like, oh well, I'm still here. I still gotta do what I gotta do. And I just kinda, at this point now, I've kinda accepted it as that's how it is. Like being a man, being in life, like that's how it is in society. It's really messed up, man. And that stuff not right. No child should have to experience that. I'm only 16. Felt like I'm 35. I feel like I'm 35. Like I feel like I'm at a huge disadvantage in terms of like other kids and other other people's situations, and I don't compare myself to others or anything like that, or I'm not envious of anybody else's situation or jealous of anybody. When I was younger, coming up, I wouldn't say I wasn't necessarily jealous, but like, yeah, this is normal. Like when I was a kid coming up and I was, in my disadvantaged state, if I'm saying that right, like I was like, oh, it's like, dang, like I want that too. Like I want, who's that calling me? Like I want what other people like have. Like how come they can have a mom who got this nice car and this nice place and like this nice job, and like she take care of her kids and dress them well and whatnot, and like all of this good stuff, and like why can't I have that? They go to a good school. Why can't I go to a good school? I was just always wondering, like, and like I was like, for a long time I was a what if kid. Like I was like, what if things were different, or like why can't things be different? Like why can't my family be just a little bit more richer, like as a kid. And like I always want, like, just a lot, always wondering like why my situation had to be so hard and so difficult, and why I was always mistreated coming up in elementary school. My teachers, Dallas Public Schools, Dallas Independent School District, DISD. I know that there's no way that I would be able to get any type of compensation or anything like that for like now. But, you know, growing up in that school district, in those schools, I was treated horribly. Teachers, you know, always, no, I was targeted. I was targeted. I was always being picked on one way or another. Even when I moved up here, what Saginaw Public School Districts, my middle school teachers, they were horrible. Like the things that they did, that I experienced with those teachers, it was like straight up horrible. And it didn't happen to anyone but me. Like, and to this day, I can't say why. Like, you ask anybody about me, Brian, oh, he's a great kid. BJ, he's so smart. He's so, you know, and it's not a game. Like, it's not a show. Like, I don't act different when I go to school. Like, yeah, I laugh with my friends or crack jokes, but like who don't? You know, like I don't do anything to deserve the way I'm treated. I'm trying to keep y'all engaged too. Like I want this video to be here and done. I don't want to keep y'all waiting. After I moved here, you know, it was really hard, and CPS finally moved me from here to my cousin's house. I stayed with my cousin for a little bit, and that's another thing. If this video reaches the right audience, Michigan Child Protective Services, I don't know if that's the right people, but they're horrible people too. They're a horrible service. They don't do their job. Like, man, this shit sucks. But they are the worst. I don't even know where to start. Like, after I was moved, they didn't provide my cousins with any type of support to take care of me. Like, no food stamps, no nothing like that. No, say I did need clothes. They didn't, you know, help. They didn't help out with anything. And up until I started working, like I had to work to take care of myself, because they're a family too. They have their kids. They got a grandson. You know, they got shit to take care of too. And so what does that mean for me? I was literally just there. Like, at first it was cool, you know, a little meal here, meal there. But at the end of the day, that was really just a place to sleep and somebody who took me to work, you know. And at first, and well, they took me to school too, you know, obviously. And I'm not bashing them or anything like that, because, you know, they got their own family too. Like I completely understand that. But at the same time, it's just so weird. Like, I felt, even though I was a foster kid and I literally didn't ask to be in that position, it felt like I was bothering them. Everybody that I've been with since I've left my mom, and even then when I was with my mom, I feel like I was bothering them. It's a terrible feeling to feel like you're bothering somebody just for being alive, and you can't help but need that help because you're at such a disadvantage. You know, I didn't ask to be in this position, and I feel like I work hard enough to where I shouldn't be in this position, but you can think that way all you want. That won't change nothing at the end of the day. This video, I'm like, as I'm going, this video is like really like an outlet for me. kind of get this, I guess, like off of my chest. And I like, if you're anything like me, or if you've experienced anything similar to what I've been through, I just want to let you know that you're not alone. And like, I can't even say it's gonna be okay. You just gotta try your hardest every day to make it to the next day, and just keep a plan, like, just so like you can have something to work towards. Because even now, with the position that I'm in now, you know, on my journey here, and even on my journey to get further, to get to the other goals and plans that I have, it's hard. And I'm always being told it's gonna be okay. And I've always been told, like, it get hard before it get better, you know, shit like that. Like, don't nobody want to hear that shit, man. It's hard right now, and I need help. I want to feel better now. Like, that, like, I don't know, man. People are so messed up when it comes to children, and like, they always, they treat, and I don't know if this is true for other people, but I know it's true for me. They treat teenagers / kids like they're grown, and like expect things out of them like they're, no, they expect grown-up results, but treat you like a kid. And like how, literally how. And I keep getting off track, man. But so after, you know, Michigan CPS, terrible people, terrible. I think I like lost my service with my agent, like my worker, or whatever. I heard he moved away, and that was just that. Like, he moved back to Ohio, and that was just that. Whatever the hell that mean. Like, so what did that mean for me? And then they end up moving, my cousins end up moving out of where they was originally at to a smaller space. And, you know, that's kind of, this is the serious fucked up part that still bothers me to this day. Not only did I help them move, but after I helped them move, no. So before, when I received the news that they were even moving, he was like, we're moving. And we were in a car late at night he was going to get food. And he was like, we're moving. And like, so when he said that, you know, he said it a certain way, but as soon as he said that, I'm like, I know what the fuck that means. Like, you're not coming with us. Like, the way he said it, that's how I was. Like, you're not coming with us. And I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that shit. It was not that. And he was like, you're going to have to go back with your mom. That's literally the reason why I was in CPS, because I couldn't be with my mom because she wasn't capable of taking care of me. Like, they just don't care. They don't care. They really don't care, bro. And like, I could have died when I went back with that woman. Like, anything could have happened. I could have died. God forbid. What if I would have killed her? Like, anything could have happened. We could have both died. I could have went missing. She could have went missing. Anything could have happened, bro. And they literally, they wouldn't know because they weren't in contact. They didn't give a damn. They weren't checking in with me or nothing like that. Let alone, like, bro, like, how can you send me back? I didn't want to go back. And she was incapable of taking care of me once again. When I went back with my mom, she was staying in a hotel. I don't know if that's her fault or not, but how the fuck can you... How, bro? That's so messed up. That's literally so messed up. So messed up. And so I went back with my mom. Hard, of course. I had to wake up at... And people don't know this about me. I told you I don't open up to people. People literally... I'm trying to keep this at 26 minutes right now. I'm going to try to limit it at 30. people literally don't notice about me. I woke up at damn near 5 o'clock every day so I could catch the Stars bus in the morning to school. I had to catch 2 buses and I had to wake up at 5 o'clock. And I did that every day. Sometimes I had to take a shower in the morning or, like whatever. Or if it was raining, it was raining, it snowed. It was cold as hell sometimes. And I had to stand out there, wait for the bus. I was literally losing my mind. I pretty much say I already lost my mind. Like, I don't know, man. It was so hard, and I don't know how I got through it. That's all glory to God, because I wouldn't have got through it without him, and I still don't know how I got through it. I was doing that, for like 3 months. School started, and I didn't leave my mom till about November, maybe like November, August to like November, whatever the hell that is. So yeah, I was doing that, and living there. Stuff wasn't good either. In November, I got my job at Walmart. Thank God for that. Sometime in November, I believe that's when my brother went missing. And I'm not gonna make it to 30 minutes, I already know. But sometime in November, I think my brother went missing. And when November happened, in November, y'all remember at the time, my girlfriend, who I was always talking to on the phone and whatnot when I was staying here originally before I got moved by CPS, her mom, to this day, I thank that lady, because she didn't have to do that. And damn, I thank her. Thank you. If you see this, thank you. She let me move in with, her family, my girlfriend. Like, she let me move in with them. And, they took really good care of me, whatnot. Amazing people. I literally don't have any complaints. They took care of me. And to this day, I'm extremely grateful to her. And that's a debt that I can't necessarily repay. Like, she didn't have to do that. She really didn't. Like, that's the only reason why I'm here. And I felt embarrassed to even tell people about my living situation. Like, oh, I stay with my girlfriend. What? You barely 16. How are you? I just didn't, like I said, I don't let people in my life. I ain't want to hear all that. So, November passed, I turned 16, December passed, Christmas, whatnot. January hit, January 6th, I want to say. January 6th is when I received the news that my brother had passed. I received the news about an hour before work. And it didn't hit me. Like, I couldn't even, when it hit me, or when I received the news, it didn't feel. That's the best way I can say it. It just didn't feel like it. It was I don't know, man. I don't know. And I think for a few days I was just in shock. I couldn't accept the fact that that was my brother. Like, you couldn't tell me that was my brother. And that shit was, I'm finna cry. Like, that shit was. And then, eventually my emotions started processing, and I just broke down. Like, I couldn't, that was my brother, bro. Like, we had, growing up together, damn, bro, I'm not trying to cry. But like growing up together, like we always talked about our plans about how damn, we always talked about our plans, like how we, when we got older, we was gonna do this. And like he always said, like when I turned, because he passed away at 20, and I think he said at 21, or maybe he said at 18, I don't remember which one, but he said when I get older, um when I get older, I'm gonna move out and I'm gonna take you with me, and we gon' yeah. And he was rapping, and so he was like, when I, like, I'm gonna do this rapping stuff, and you gonna make my beats, and and he was supposed to take care of me, and we were supposed to do that together. And so, like, man, like that stuff, like that shit sucked, bro. I miss my brother. That's his remains right there. And I had a few experiences with him. It's unsettling, but like you learn to like not deal with it, but like you accept it. Like it's new. It's new and it's kind of scary, but it's all right. But yeah, so that happened in January, and I ended up losing my job because like I was trying to process the loss of my brother throughout all of this other bullshit happening in my life. And February, March, months just flying by, and it was such a struggle, man. It was so hard, and the funeral was so bad, and my mom was just pissing me off over the months, like, and like she didn't even she was late to the funeral. It was just all bad. And so trying to think. March came, I think March, it was a little before track season. No, I'm not talking about that in this video. I felt like I didn't really want to be in a relationship no more. And with the girl I was with, and I just felt like it wasn't, I didn't want to, I don't know, I couldn't do that no more. And so May, we ended up breaking up. Well, I broke up with her, and I was living with them, so I had to move out. And the only place I had to come was here with my auntie. This time around, it's hard again, if not harder. And I'm currently fighting my mom. Well, I'm trying to move to Dallas with my uncle, but where I'll actually be taken care of and things will be good for me, and finish off my last year there. And I'm currently like fighting my mom with that. Like, she's saying no, and so if she continues to say no, I'm currently in the process of taking her to court for emancipation and whatnot. And that's pretty much it. That's all I got for y'all. I know the tone of this video switched really quickly, and I'm trying to, yeah. not necessarily if y'all enjoyed this video, but if y'all want more story times like this and like more like real life content, let me know in the comment section below, man. Y'all make sure y'all like the video if y'all liked it. Share the video. Don't forget to subscribe. We on the road. At the time of me recording this, we had 39 subscribers. So y'all make sure y'all share the video and run it up. That's all I got for y'all, man. I'll catch y'all in the next one.